a difficult question. I think more or less it's just the way we interacted with each other helped it grow. Like I said, it started out with just a group of friends, and there were some days where I would bring a setup and there'd only be like 3 people, and sometimes there'd be 20 people, and it just came down to like how passionate we were about it, how friendly we were with each other, and the games that we brought and played. And word of mouth also helped very much to help us grow. And eventually we got to a size that we had to become an official club because we could not continue doing the sessions that we had before.
First there has to be players. You know, if you don't have any players, you can't create a scene. But if you do lack players, try to promote the game that you're trying to want to play, like say Street Fighter, for example. Say you only have 2 in your host, say county. And try to get those 2 together and like try to invite like newcomers to come and try the game. Otherwise, the group won't work out at all if you don't have the players. Because UCI, it wouldn't be UCI without the players. Trying to grow. We didn't face too much difficulty because, unbeknownst to us, there was a big scene to UCI, and fortunately, because UCI is in SoCal already, it was already connected in a way. So people around us already got to know that there was a scene at UCI. So we got outsiders to come in. So it was basically word through mouth. And in terms of difficulty of growing, I guess the biggest problem we had was financial issues, because the setups that were provided was mostly through Daryl, and like, you know, you have like 20 people come in, but like 2 setups. I guess that was the hardest part for us, is trying to provide the setups. But now it's not, you know, setups are always provided. It's for a fair amount of people. You need a goal. How UCI did is, for a time frame, we had goals of what we wanted to. For example, like when we first started, okay, first we need rules and regulations for the club, for like members how to behave. For people like Pulsar. And so, we got that set. And the second goal is like, try to get, new members. So we try to set a number, say like 10 new members from UCI. And so, eventually your goals get bigger, bigger, bigger. And then like, well, before I left, one of my biggest goals was to run a big tournament. And that tournament was SCR. And so, yeah, I think that's the best way to keep it sustainable, is that you need a direction. And you need good management and good leadership. I guess that's the best way to do it.
Why should they go to UCI?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm not there to tell anyone what to do. No, because honestly, that community, they have the fundamentals. They have everything they would need. It's just now they gotta apply it to a whole new kind of, machine. Like Street Fighter fundamentals will work in Persona. Marvel fundamentals will sort of work in Persona, sorta. But it'll be fine. You go to UCI, you have a great environment. Yeah, that's good. It'll be fine. Like, you go there, you'll learn something. People are friendly, you will learn. Just play, it'll be fine.
I think that you shouldn't be discouraged by not being as good as everyone else. I mean, when I first got into fighting games, it was at the Block when Level Up was doing stuff there, and I walked in and I was terrified. I'm like, I'm not as good as these people. I just bought a stick. I had it for like a couple weeks. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. But, everyone was so nice, and I realized that I'm not going to be able to walk in and not be, the hot shit that I was online when I was playing at home. So when you come here, don't expect, anywhere, don't expect to be beating Andy OCR, Richard Wynn, Wentinel, Y2J, all of them. Don't expect that. But know that every time you come here and you play against someone, you're learning something. You're seeing things, and that don't be afraid to ask questions either. That's one of the things I tell everybody. Sit down. If something happens, you lose, that's fine. Look over to your right and ask them about something you noticed before you didn't know. Is this safe? Is this unsafe? How should I deal with this? We're not going to be like, I'm not going to tell you. I want to beat you. We're here to support each other. So always feel like every time you come here, whether or not you're going 0-2 or you've lost all of your matches or only lost won a few, you're going to learn something from it. And the next time you come back, you're going to get better. That's the biggest thing for a new player, I think, to learn about is, you're going to progress, and it's not always wins and losses. It's about the things that you can tell yourself you did right and wrong after the matches were over.
If there is no local scene, like I said, go on Shorty, you can go on event hubs and see what's out there. And if none exists, then that should motivate you to try and put together something. And just as long as you put your mind into it, you can have events as big as SCR. So just go out there, be active, be proactive rather. And if I suppose if you build it, they will come, and sure enough, people will come, and yeah, that's how we do it here, Fighting Gamers UCI.